If you're a Muslim and you're overweight, your belly's sticking out, or your iman is on a all-time low, you're missing your prayers, this might be uncomfortable to hear, whatever I'm about to tell you in this video. It's not just about your health or discipline or motivation. It's a sign that your lifestyle, your habits, even your connection to Allah, everything is currently breaking down. And if you don't catch this, if you don't fix this soon, you will be in a very dark place. Much, much darker, much more worse than where you are right now. Look, I'm not here to shame you. I'm not here to make you feel bad. This is not the purpose of the video. But if you are that type of Muslim that want to fix all of this, fix your weight, stop missing, Salatul Fajr, and finally feel control, feel in control of your life again, this video is for you. I made it specifically for you. But if you want motivation, you want some shortcut, you want some secret hack, this is not a video, this is the wrong video. Click away, close this video, watch something else. Because at the end of the day, I want you to change in the long term, not in the short term. I don't want you to fall back ever again. So let's get into it, inshallah. And starting off, I kind of want to talk about the harsh truths, like you can see here in front of you. And what I mean by this is the reality, like your reality right now, and why the reality you have, the mindset you have, the person you are, why that is the problem. So the problem, or the harsh truth number one, is that you think the problem you have and the reason why you have all of these issues is a lack of time, that you're simply just too busy. I always laugh at this every time I hear this, because okay, who are you? Who are you to say that you're too busy to pray on time, to take care of your body? And my favorite example, which should be your favorite example to use in this, is Prophet Muhammad. Like, he was a leader of a country. He had a family to take care of. He had a people to take care of. And obviously his relationship with Allah. And all the sunnahs that we're trying to do, all the dhikr, all the dua, everything, he did that. He did all of it, 100% all of it. That's why it's a sunnah, right? And we call it sunnah so we can just skip it, but he had it as not a sunnah to skip, but a sunnah to live specifically. So the problem is not lack of time. That's number one. Number two is, you think that, let's say you have time, maybe during the weekend, when you're on a leave from work, then is another problem. Apparently it's, you think it's about, you just need more motivation. You need just to push harder. You need to do it more. For example, I spoke with a brother the other day, and he said that, look, Sam, I just need to, be a little bit more disciplined here. I need to push harder, have more motivation, and then I'll do it. And I asked him, straight off, okay, bro, if that's what you're saying, how long have you tried this motivation, discipline thing? He said 2 years. Okay, 2 years. And let's not even talk about the past 2 years. Let's talk about the past year that has passed, 6 months. Okay, how many times did he go to the gym? You won't believe me when he said 3 times. Once every 2 months he went to the gym. And he said, yeah, bro, I just need more motivation. You see the problem? It's not you using it as an excuse to not go. It's not you're not highlighting the problem here. You're oh, I'm struggling with this, I need help with this. You're just using it as an excuse not to do it. Makes no sense. And truth number three is, you forget the most dangerous habits. Let's say, for example, you fix these two things, right? You Get the motivation you need, or that you think that you need, and you fixed your problem with lack of time. All right. But what about the habits that you have that you don't even think about? Like, lack of sleep. Like, you're not sleeping properly, for example. You're stressing all the time. You don't have like this proper dhikr routine to bring down your stress and cortisol. Overeating, cravings all the time. No support, like just isolating yourself, trying to do things your own. These are and then you wonder, like, oh my God, like, why can't I only stick to whatever I'm trying to do for just a week or two, and then I fall off every time. It makes no sense. It makes no sense because you're telling yourself it's not making sense. That's the problem. And again, I'm not here to like kind of shame you. I just want to call out the BS that you're telling yourself and show you the other side of it. And the other side is, it is possible to fix this, even though you're using these excuses of lack of time, lack of motivation and stuff. We got Afan here from the US. In 6 weeks, he went from big belly, low energy, to be like losing his belly completely, even starting to pray Fajr on time after years of inconsistency. Like, imagine that, just 6 weeks. Like, 6 weeks from now, your life can be totally transformed like this, right? Okay, so that's one proof. Let me give you another proof. We got Aisha from the UK. She, in 1 month, made this amazing transformation, losing 7 kilos without going to the gym, even without a workout plan, for that matter, and no dieting. And she fixed her binge eating, her cravings, and she fixed her perfectionism, always thinking like she has to be perfect, otherwise she would not do anything. And she fixed all these guilt cycles, like, doing it for a week or two, falling off, guilt, shame, overeating, craving, binge eating, back at it again, like these cycles. She fixed all of that in 1 month. And then looking at it from a longer time horizon, we got Muhammad here from Canada. In 4 months, he lost 25 kilos and regained all the energy he basically lost for all of these years, and finally started his business, his side business, which by now, like, he's making more from that business than his day job. Like, imagine the freedom you get. And he's not living with his family currently because of financial issues. Now he fixed all of that. And you wouldn't think like, oh, he needs to fix, he need to, get his financials in order so he can bring his family. Is the solution to lose weight? Yes, it is. Yes, it is, because the reason why you're overweight and have a big belly and all that is because you are a type of person. You're telling yourself certain things that are completely wrong, and in many cases are completely hurting you as a Muslim. And that's what this video is about. Like, we want to get rid of that, right? So how do we fix this? Well, we need to break some of the lies you're telling yourself. Okay, lie number 1, you need to go to the gym to lose weight. And then you go into like excuse 2, or the excuse after that, telling yourself, well, if I need to go to the gym to lose weight, I don't have time to go to the gym, so I cannot lose weight, right? That cycle. No, the truth is, you can do whatever workout you want to do from home. You can even not do any workouts, like Aisha that I showed you up in the proof section. She's just doing some walking, no workouts. The thing is, as long as you have simple system, it's gonna work much better for most busy Muslims, especially you, right? If you're one of them, than just going to the gym. Because let's face it, like, going to the gym, bunch of music, mixed, but like what you call it? Like these mixed interaction. Forgot the word. Anyways, yeah, mixed interaction between the genders and all. Like, that environment is not really good for you as a Muslim, right? So rather not do it, right? And if you don't even need that to lose weight, why do it in the first place, right? So that's lie number 1. Let's just break it once for all. Lie number 2 is that you need to follow a strict diet, right? How many times have you heard this? No, you don't have to stop, like cut out your biryani or cut out your favorite sambusa or whatever you want to call it, or this sugar. That you don't have to do any of that. like, did the Prophet ﷺ and the companions, may Allah be pleased with them, did they follow diets to stay in shape? Did they have the keto? Did they count calories? Like, no, come on. It's not like, that's not the way it works, at least for the long term. Sure, short term you can get amazing results. But is that what you want? Short term, like a couple months and then gain it all back? Probably not, right? So the truth is, you don't need a strict diet. You don't need to follow, you know, when I say haram rules, it's like making foods haram for no reasons. Like pasta, rice, haram. Cannot eat it. Never, ever again. No. Instead, build, like, what's much better than this, and I'm going to show you, is to build a structure around your lifestyle based on the Sunnah. Just like the Prophet, right? Like you see in the hadith, multiple hadiths about his appearance. One of them, like his chest being in a straight line, like his chest and stomach, which means he was in shape. He didn't have this protruding belly, and he had broad shoulders, which mean he was physically strong, right? So what are we doing here, right? Sitting with our bellies, you know, scratching them. Come on. Line number 3, last one here. That you just need motivation, then you're gonna fix it. Like that guy who did 3 workouts in 6 months. He just needed motivation, right? No. Motivation, the problem with the motivation is it's a temporary, it's a spark. It's an explosion. It feels amazing in the moment, like fireworks, but it's not gonna keep you warm during the cold days, right? You need something that is long-term, something that lasts. You need a system. You need a, you know, what you call it, a campfire that is keeping you warm throughout the night, right? Rather than the firework that blasts and making a beautiful explosion for a few seconds. You don't need that. You need a system. And then, like, this is what the whole Islam, the religion of Islam is based on. Principles and systems for you as a Muslim to live by, to follow. That's why we have the Sunnah to follow the Sunnah. We have the, you know, the Quran and all that. We use this to kind of navigate ourselves in this crazy dunya so we can pass the test, right? So what is the solution? Well, the solution is what I call it, the 3-step system based on Sunnah and science. And I like to show it visually like this. If you imagine it like the sweet spot where you want to be, like the very thing that's going to change and transform your whole life, get you in shape physically, lose all of that weight you always wanted, and fix your iman, the weak iman you're so frustrated of, and you know, all of this negativity and low energy. The sweet spot, you want to be in the middle here where these 3 circles overlap. So let's go through it one by one. So you want to have structure, flexibility, and accountability. So the structure you want is not another diet or another extreme gym workout that takes 2 hours to complete and then you got to do 30 minutes cardio. No, I'm not talking about that. When I say a structure, I mean something you can do in your life that is taking your life into consideration but helps you to be consistent with it. The Prophet ﷺ said in a very beautiful hadith, one of my favorite hadith is that the most beloved actions to Allah are those that are consistent, even if they're few. So listen to the last part, even if they're few. So you don't need to do like 10 things that takes 3 hours. It's better to do one thing that takes a few minutes and you can do it every day, right? So for example, the daily routine, so this is the daily routine of Aisha that lost 7 kilos in her first month. So checking her weight every morning, having a daily Quran routine that takes, I'm going to show it here in the flexibility part, but it can take from 5 minutes to 10 seconds. She has a daily fuel plan, what I call it, instead of a diet plan. Instead of, you know, okay, dieting is basically forcing you to eat less, right? So if you're eating less, it means you will lose weight, sure. But it will also mean that you will eat less of what your body might need. There's a reason why you don't have energy that you want. It's a reason why you feel stressed and the cortisol is spiked, and the reason why the metabolism is totally damaged and not working, because you're not giving the body what it needs. You're not giving it, you know, the, let me actually show you. This is something I've shown. So let me actually show you this. Why metabolism is slow? So a slow metabolism is that your body burns calorie much slower than it should do, right? And there are many, like, okay, age, genetics and stuff like that, right? But what about the things you can affect and do? So let's go here. Activity level, a sedentary lifestyle, you're not moving, metabolism goes down. Diet, crash dieting, eating too few calories, not enough, getting enough nutrients, all negatively will impact your metabolism. And then you have hormonal imbalances that can also be caused by your diet. So you see, dieting is not the solution here, guys. So that's why I do for the burn resistance I help, we create a fuel plan. So fuel up, like fix and add the things that are missing in their diet. So they get energy, it's boosting energy, boosting metabolism, boosting or balancing the hormonal production, all of these things that the functions in the body. That is the structure you need, something that helps you to take care of your body and take care of your deen as well. That's why we have other things, maybe daily istighfar, walking. This is just an example. Your structure might look completely different, and it should, because it's adjusted to your life. It fits your life, right? So what about flexibility? You might think this is enough, this is all I need. No, just knowing what to do will not make you do it. How many Muslims out there know that they need to pray 5 times a day and know how to do it, but they don't do it? You see, so then we need step number 2. We need flexibility. So I just, took the Quran, daily Quran habit here from Aisha, and want to show you guys what we do. So the flexibility that we do, we follow a method I call the ABC method. It's actually from a hadith where the Prophet he mentioned talked about the salah, the prayer, and he mentioned 3 ways to pray it. You got to pray standing, right? This ma'ruf, we know. What if you can't, right? What if you're unable because of sickness or injury, right? Then you can sit down, as mentioned in the hadith. What if you cannot even sit down, right? You're tied into a hospital bed. Like, how many of you haven't seen the videos of our brothers and sisters in Gaza? They're in the hospital, they're praying. And we are here fully healthy and we're missing our prayers. Like, make that make sense, right? Then you have the lowest part, which is lying down while praying. So you have this ABC system in the salah. Why not use it everywhere? So this is what we do. Like, we added a plan A, plan B, plan C for her daily Quran, all the other things, but I just wanted to use this as an example. So plan A is to read 1 page. Like, that's the main goal here. 1 page of Quran every day. If she cannot do that, you go back to plan B, her secondary plan. And that is to read half of that page instead. And let's say she can't even do that, right? For whatever reason. Then we go to the last resort, like the plan C, the minimum plan is to read 1 ayah. And you cannot tell me that you don't have time to read 1 ayah. Like, even the shortest surah, Qul huwallahu ahad. 1 ayah, it takes, 2 seconds? You don't have time for that? So you have a structure, helping you to know what to do, but you have the flexibility that helps you to know how to do it in certain situations, different days, stressful days, chill days, bad days, good days, sunshine, rainbows, sunshine and rain clouds, right? And the third step in this system to make sure that you can make this a lifestyle and transform is to have accountability. Have someone in your, in your corner supporting you. So for Aisha, for example, every day I checked up on her. How did it go today? What happened with that habit, And I see, she can report to me, like, alhamdulillah, I woke up for tahajjud, set the tone for the good day, feeling good in my routines. And if she said, let's say she would say like, yeah, I cannot do it. I have a sister now, subhanAllah, she's struggling to pray Fajr on time, and a brother as well. And we said, like, even though they are quote unquote failing, we are making sure that failure does not make them give up. So we making sure they get the support they need to push through, and giving them this light at the end of the tunnel, the guidance that, look, take this step and we see what happens, right? And subhanAllah, I got literally a message from one of the sisters. Let me see when it was few hours ago that she finally woke up to pray Fajr on time. But that wouldn't happen if, let's say, she tried to do it and she failed 1, 2, 3 times, and she's all alone in that, and then she gave up, right? She gives up praying on time because she has no support. That would lead her to a total different path. So you see, like, it's not about doing it alone. Like, who said doing it alone is good? Like, it makes no sense. But anyways, I don't want to go into too deep of a detail here. I truly believe if you are a Muslim and you're struggling with your weight, you're struggling with your deen and iman, but you have this busy lifestyle, you cannot figure a way around it, I truly believe this 3-step system is what's going to help you, inshallah. And this is without forcing you into the gym, without forcing you to starve yourself with these strict diets or burning out because there are 1,000 things to do. And actually just take one step at a time, rebuild your life in a way you want to live it, and making sure that you're changing these things that have a negative impact in your life. And as an extension, you will feel more confident in your body and feel much closer to Allah and have that deep connection with Allah. Like, who in the world does not want that? Like, tell me. So if Allah gave you this body as an amana in this dunya, He expects you to take care of it. And it's not about just looking good here. It's about being ready to be the Muslim you need to be, to take care of yourself, to take care of your family. If you have kids, raise your kids, set a good example for them, to make sure that every act of worship is done with energy and presence. So what I've done is I made another video breaking down this 3-step system in detail, and it's free, obviously, it's on YouTube. So make sure to watch it. So I don't know if that video is going to be here or here, but you can click there, or you can go to the link in the description. I will also probably make a comment in the comment section, pin it. So like 3 places now, you cannot miss the video. And this is only if you want that 3-step system that's going to help you to get rid of that belly fat and help you to fix your weak and low iman. The same system I give my clients that helps them to see these transformations in such a short period of time, even longer times, obviously, right? It's not a quick fix here. It's a long-term solution. So make sure to watch that video if you're actually serious about this. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna, inshallah, make more videos like this, so you don't want to miss them, inshallah. So thank you so much for watching. May Allah bless you, and may Allah give you success in this life and in the hereafter. Allahumma ameen. Fi amanillah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.